All right, guys, let me just check and see. Happy New Year. I am not sure if I am live or not. So if you wouldn't mind giving me a quick minute and I will see if I can find myself. Hopefully your new year is starting off well. Oh, there I am. So I am on. Okay, perfect. All right, perfect. Oh, there I am. So I am on. Let me just turn the volume down. It has been such a long time. I was having issues with my system earlier, so I wasn't sure if it was going to work. So, all right. All right. Again, I'm Shantae with Completely Crafty by Shantae. Just want to welcome you to my live. It has been quite some time since I've done a live, but I said I'm going to start 2025 off on a good note, and so I decided I'm going to go back to doing my lives. I will change the vantage point in just a second. I'm giving folks time to find me. We're going to be working on a winter grapevine. So here's my grapevine, and I have some greenery as well as a couple of snowflake picks. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and change the view. All right, so I've picked up a couple of these picks. I have some greenery, pine cones, and some berries. And then we have these pretty glittery snowflakes. And I cut most of them already. If I feel like I need to add, I will. Then this came from a bigger bush, so I just cut a couple of pieces off for that. And then I cut this because this has a thick, I don't know what you call it, wire metal. So I had to use a bigger cutting tool for it. So I went ahead and cut that so that I didn't have to do that on camera. Because I have a tendency, it flings all over the place. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm using my glue gun today instead of my glue pot. I'm going to order myself an extension cord. Start a longer cord so I can plug in my glue pot. I'm going to start with this first. Cut it off just a little bit. Hey there, Sherry. Oh, you know what? Actually, before I do that, I just got a new mat. And I'm going to try to preserve it a little bit. So I'm going to put this wax paper down so that if I get glue anywhere. So apologize for the noise in advance. My old mat, I was sublimating, and I thought my project had cooled down, but evidently it was not cool enough, so it bubbled up a little bit. Hey, Theodora. So I figure since this is the first time I'm using it, I want to at least keep it nice a little bit, because I have a tendency of having that glue. But I'm going to try to move this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. I did bring my some moss because I'm going to try to help cover some of the mechanics. How is everyone tonight? So much has gone on. So we have a lot of catching up to do. I felt like I have spent most of this year not well, but you know, God is good, so I'm not going to complain. Yes, I always like the first because, you know, you go into it with a new attitude, and so I was very productive today too, so. This should be a quick project. There's not much material to it. Just giving it some, just so that it's full. I'm going to wait to put in my snowflakes to the end. I took off tomorrow as well. My husband was like, why? I was like, because I have all this time that I need to use. So before April, and although I'm probably going to have surgery in April, I still have quite a bit of time that I need to use up. All right, I'm just looking to see if I need to cut any more off or if this is fine. My husband and I just watched the new Tyler Perry movie, The 688, I believe is the title. Oh my goodness. Such a good movie. Such a good movie. Just putting some moss in to cover up the stems. Oh, for sure. For sure. Today I posted to Pinterest, so I was glad about that. I'm not going to cut this off. I'll leave it long. So I was able to get at least a schedule going for today. Tomorrow I'll work on getting some pictures transferred so that I have easier access to them. Uh-oh. I didn't know my own strength. Anybody working on anything exciting? All right, so I'm just going to lift it up just so I can visually see. What do you guys think? I'm going to add a bow. I had my husband help me pick out the ribbon. All right, so I'm going to add a couple of snowflakes. So I'm just going to trim the stem down just a little. I'm going to dry fit it just so I can see where I want to put it. Further down so that it's just peeping out of the greenery. Trying my best not to get glue. I told my husband, I was like, I feel like it's been so long since I've actually made a wreath, you know, because fortunately I had shows, but a lot of was already done, so I didn't have too much to do. Make sure it doesn't come sticking out the side. All right, so we have the top, and you can see the little bit of snowflakes peeking through. And I'll do the same to the bottom. Yeah, my job just changed their policy on PTO. Like, we used to accrue until, you know, you needed it, but they started something new, and so come April, the amount has changed, so I need to make sure that I've used it so that I can continue to accrue. But then I really feel like even with me having surgery, I still think that I still have plenty of, because I don't normally take off. I normally only take off to do craft shows and such. So, and that's only a couple of days. And I've been at my place a long time, so I have a lot of time. All right, so here we have it. Now I'm going to just clean up this area just quickly, and then I can start working on my bow and then see if I need to add anything else to it. Because I do have some other items I could use. If you're joining us, just joining us, I put down this paper because I have a new mat and I didn't want to mess it up with the glue, because I just see I have little glue ended up right there. So, all right, so my husband picked out, this, I guess it's called a buck, this deer one. So let's see what we can do. I won't won't be a big bow, but I mean, yeah, we can keep a certain amount, but once we reach that certain amount, we stop accruing. And so I don't want that to happen. And so that's why I'm trying to take some time off. And even with you know, probably having to be off for surgery, I still would be in good shape. Okay, this, I think this bow maker, it must be the one I use at craft show, because this is all tight. I actually had to buy back. I normally only ever buy back once a year, and that's normally at Christmas time. But I bought back January, I bought back in March, and then again in December, because I have so much that I would definitely lose it if I didn't buy it back. See if this, I'll cut it longer, and if I have to. I almost feel like I need to add another tail, and I think I will. This is pretty ribbon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just add a tail, so I have two hanging down. Alright, so hopefully I don't make a mess and my bow comes out. This one is kind of tight. And hopefully this twist tie, my husband and I were putting out our decoration for outside Christmas, and every tie I had kept breaking. All right, I think we're good. Actually, let me see if I can do green. So my plan is every Wednesday I'm going to be back at it. So catch me here at 7 o'clock. I'm going to use my needle to help get the other one in. Tried to get my husband to come hang out with me, but all of a sudden he's shy. But anyone who knows my husband knows that is an untruth. Ribbon's a little long, but we'll make it work. We will make it work. I'm just gonna weave it in between. Don't want to lose the berries. All right, so here we have it. Simple, quick. We only used 1, 2, 3, 4 different products. Oh, 5 if you include the bow. Okay, I sure will. I sure will. I'm also going to challenge myself. I'm going to make a couple of videos every Saturday and then post them later probably. Or if I get courageous, maybe I'll go live on a couple of Saturdays. But I wanted to make sure I got on. This was quicker than I thought it was going to be. And I'm looking in the back. There's nothing poked through, so that's always a plus. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll do something with this. I need to, it's going to bother me. So maybe let me see if I can curl it. I'm not sure if I made 2 posts to say that I was going live. I saw the one yesterday, but I didn't see one today. So I'm not sure if the notice went out. But that's okay. If you catch the replay, just please comment so I know that you were here and I can chit chat with you. Let me know how things are going. I hope you guys had a good new year so far, and I will be back next week, 7 o'clock. You guys have a good day, and depending on where you are, they're calling for some bad weather in my neck of the woods. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so if you saw, it was a one when I looked like this. Was I looking crazy? Which one did you see? Because I didn't see that when I... All right, folks. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you again next week.